Okay, so you have an assignment here under Engage, which will be submitted on Wednesday. Then under Explore, meron din tayo. That is also your assignment under Explore. Okay, so let's have now the double integration method for beams. So the double integration method, in this supplement, we describe the methods for determining the equation of the deflection curve and for finding deflection at specific points along the axis of the beam. So there are following reasons to consider. Number one is that is for the analysis of statically indeterminate beams. So we can apply this one in determining the reactions of statically indeterminate by considering the deflection of the beam. Then number two, verify that deflections do not exceed allowable values. So large deflections are associated with poor appearance and with too much flexibility in the structure, which can lead to a sense of discomfort or broken glass panels. So for the derivation of this method, we have to consider the following. So we have dx is equal to rd theta, and 1 over r is equal to d theta over dx, and 1 over r is equal to m over ei. So this was discussed in strength of materials. So wherein r is the radius of the curve, then m is the bending moment, e is the modulus of elasticity, I is the moment of inertia of the beam cross section, and 1 for EI is the flexural rigidity of the beam. So for small rotations, 1 over r is equal to d theta over dx, and that is equal to, by the way, this is not d2y, that is d squared y over dx squared, and that is equal to m over ei. This equation is the basic differential equation of the deflection curve of the beam. So we have y squared or y double prime is equal to d squared y over dx squared, and that is equal to m over ei. So finding the deflection curve consists of successive integrations of this equation, with the resulting constant of integration being evaluated from the boundary conditions of the beam. Integrating once given an expression for the slope theta of this elastic curve at any point x. So theta is equal to y prime, and that is equal to dy over dx. And that is the integral of m over ei dx. Integrating a second time yields an expression for the deflection of the elastic curve at any point x. So delta is equal to y, and that is now the double integration of m over ei dx squared. So the following sign convention is used for this method. So downward deflection is negative, upward deflection is positive. Okay, so first, the equation of the bending moment are written using a free body diagram and the equations of equilibrium. Next, the following integral equation is written. So y double prime is equal to d squared y over dx squared, and that is m over ei, or ei y double prime, that is equal to ei d squared y over dx squared, and that is equal to m. Then the integration is performed and the constants of integration are evaluated from the boundary conditions pertaining to delta and theta, the supports of the beam, and from continuity equations. So double integration method, we have the use of symmetry. So the double integration method becomes laborious when the constant of integration are difficult to determine. When simply supported beams are symmetrically loaded, the solution becomes simpler. Okay, so the maximum deflection occur at midspan. Pag simply supported, tapos there is an axis of symmetry of the load, then yung maximum deflection niya will be at midspan. The elastic of the elastic curve is 0 at midspan. So yung elastic curve niya, since the maximum deflection occurs at midspan, then yung theta doon, that will be equal to 0. So summary, write the equations for bending moment. Then write the following integral equations. So we have y double prime is equal to d squared y over dx squared, and that is m over ei, or ei y double prime is equal to d squared y over dx squared, and that is equal to m. Then perform integration and evaluate the constants of integration. So let's have here an example. So given is the simply supported beam with a uniformly distributed load. So the span of the beam is L. Then we have a uniformly distributed load of W. Then find equations for delta and theta. So delta will be associated with y, and theta will be associated with y prime. So write an equation for moment using the free body diagram at the right. So ito yung free body diagram natin. Makita yung dito cursor ko? Okay. Ito yung free body diagram. So therefore the reaction will be WL over 2. So that is for simply supported at saka symmetrically loaded. So that is WL over 2. Then if you cut a section here, meron tayong distance x. Ito yung x. Then we have a shear. So ito yung shear. Then that is the moment. So if we take moment at this point, so yung point dito sa cursor, magmo-moment tayo dito. Then we have moment that is equal to WL over 2 times x. So ito, WL over 2 times x minus W times x, yan yung area ng load, multiplied by the centroid of that load is at x over 2. So x over 2 yung centroid niya. Okay, so bali ito siya. So we have the moment is equal to WL over 2 times x minus WX times x over 2, and that is WX squared divided by 2. So yung moment natin ngayon will be equated with EIY prime. So we have EIY prime is equal to M. And that is WL over 2 times x minus WX squared divided by 2. Then if we integrate this one, yung EIY double prime magiging EIY prime. And that is equal to EI theta. And that is equal to WL over 2 times x times x over 2. Kaya naging x squared over 2 ito. So using power formula, the integral of power formula is u times n plus 1 over n plus 1. So n plus 1 natin is 1 plus 1, that is 2, over n plus 1, so that is over 2. Minus wx over 2, so that is w over 2, multiplied by yung integral ng x squared over 2 will be x cubed divided by 3. Plus, we have the constant of integration. So, again, if we integrate yung ei y prime, that will become ei y. And that is equal to ei delta. So, we have wl over 2. Then the integral of x squared over 2 will be x cubed divided by 6. Plus w over 2 multiplied by the integral of x cubed over 3 will be x to the 4 over 12. So 4 times 3, that will be 12. Plus c1x plus c2. So that is now the value of ei theta at saka ei delta. Then by the boundary condition, we can determine the value of C1 and C2. So boundary condition natin, at x equals 0, the deflection there is equal to 0. And at x equals L, yung deflection natin, that is also 0. So dito, ganyan yung deflection niya. Dito yung x equals 0, so delta is equal to 0 here. Dito naman, x equals L, then delta is also equal to 0. Okay, so from the equation, ito yung equation natin, we have ei delta that will be equal to 0. Then the value of x is equal to 0. Ang value ng x natin dito, 0. The value of x here is also 0. That makes it C2 is equal to 0. So for the value of C1, we have at x equal to L, then delta is also equal to 0. So therefore, 0 this will be now become 0, and that is equal to WL over 2 times L cube over 6 minus W over 2 times L to the 4th over 12 plus C1 times L plus 0. So yung C2 natin 0. So therefore our C1L, we have i-transpose natin yung C1L. So dito ngayon naging negative siya. Negative WL over 2 times L cube over 6 plus W over 2 times L to the 4th over 12, and that will become WL to the 4th over 24 multiplied by negative 2 plus 1, and that is negative WL to the 4th. So this should be L to the 4th. Negative WL to the 4th over 24. So therefore C1 will be equal to WL cube. This is L cube over 24. So meron tayong value ng C2 and C1. So C2 is 0 and C1 equals WL cube over 24. Negative WL cube over 24. So our EI y prime, or that is EI theta, the equation here is WL over 2 times x squared over 2 minus W over 2 times x cube over 6 minus WL cube over 24 plus C1. Pero yung C1 natin 0, so wala na yung value ng C1 dito. And we have the equation becomes W over 24 multiplied by 6LX square. This is x square minus 4x cube minus L cube. So thus, theta is equal to W over 24 EI, and that is equal or multiplied by 6LX square. This is square, x square, minus 4x cube 2 minus L cube. So yan yung value ng theta. Then for EIY, or that is EI delta, so from the equation of EIY or EI delta, ito yung equation niya. Then substitute lang natin yung value ng C1. Wherein C1 is WL cube over 24. So that makes it now WL over 2 times x cube over 6. This is x cube minus W over 2 times x to the 4th over 12 plus C1x, pero yung C1 natin is negative WL cube over 24. So that is negative WL cube over 24 multiplied by x. And therefore, the value of delta is equal to WX over 24 EI multiplied by 2 LX square minus x cube minus L cube. Okay, so yan yung value niya. But if we have to simplify that one when we are going to make use on the axis of symmetry, so the axis of symmetry is at L over 2. So pag pinalitan natin ng L over 2, so using yung equation natin ng theta, so we have W over 24 times CI multiplied by 6L x squared minus 4x cubed minus L cubed. Pag pinalitan natin ng x into L over 2, palitan natin ito ng L over 2. So that is L over 2 quantity square minus 4 times L over 2 quantity cube minus L cube. The term here becomes 0. Magiging 0 ito. Wherein theta at midpoint, that is equal to 0. So 0 yung theta dito sa midpoint. Dito, yung theta natin dito, it is straight line, naka-straight line. So the slope here, ang slope niya dito is equal to 0. 0 yung slope niya. Then if we substitute yung x into L over 2 from the deflection, itong WX over 24 over EI, and that is equal to 2L x squared minus x cubed minus L cubed. Pag sinubstitute natin ng L over 2 itong x, then the equation becomes 5WL to the 4th over 384 EI. Okay, yung deflection niya is magiging 5 multiplied by WL to the 4th over 384 EI. So, yan yung magiging deflection doon. Then next one, we have a cantilever beam. So, with a uniformly distributed load. So, pag cantilever, free yung isang on the other end, that is free. Tapos itong other end, it will be fixed. Naka-fix dito sa isang end. Okay, so write equations for delta and theta. Okay, so again, if we cut yung section, ika-cut natin dito. So kinat natin, then i-consider natin dito. So we have now here the free body diagram. So again, our shear will be downward, then our moment is upward. So the moment will be equal to W times X yung distance, then multiplied by yung centroid ng distance, that is x over 2. So the moment there will be negative wx squared divided by 2. So our EI y prime, that will be equal to the moment. So ito, EI y double prime, that is equal to the moment, and that is negative wx squared divided by 2. Okay, so if we integrate EI y double prime, that will be EI y prime, and that is equal to EI theta, and that is negative w over 2 times x cubed over 3 plus c1. Then again, if we integrate EI y prime, that will become EI y, and that is EI delta, and that is negative w over 2. Then the integral of x cubed over 3 is x to the 4th over 12. So this is to the 4th over 12 plus c1x plus c2. So for the boundary condition, at x equals L, then theta equals 0. So at x equals L, theta equals 0. So dito, pag yung x natin is L, ang theta natin dito is 0. Since the slope here will be equal to 0. 0 yung slope niya dito, or that is horizontal. Naka-horizontal dito. Okay, so we have EI y prime or EI theta. So EI theta is 0, and that is negative WL or W over 2 times, palitan natin yung x, that is L cube over 3 plus C1. Then ang C1 natin is equal to WL cube over 6. Then the other conditions on boundary condition is at x is equal to L, delta is also equal to 0. So at x equal to L, delta is 0. So we have EI delta equals 0, and that is negative W over 2 times L to the 4th over 12 plus C1. Ang C1 natin is WL cube over 6. So we have here WL cube over 6 multiplied by x. Pero ang x natin is L, so that is L plus C2. So determine the value of C2, then C2 is found to be negative WL 4th over 8. So that is WL to the 4th divided by 8. So for the equations of delta and theta, EI y prime is equal to EI theta, and that is W over 2, negative W over 2 times x cubed over 3 plus WL cubed over 3 over 6, and that is W over 6 multiplied by negative x cubed plus L cubed. Okay, so for theta is equal to W over 6 EI. Positive na yung value natin dito, then mag-change naman dito ngayon. And that is L cubed minus x cubed. So for EI y, that is equal to EI delta, then ang equation natin ng EI y is this one. Negative W over 2 times x to the 4th over 12 plus C1x plus C2. So substitute lang natin yung value ng C1 at saka C2. And the result on delta is equal to W over 24 EI, and that is equal to negative x to the 4th plus 4x L cubed minus 3 L cubed. Okay, so the next problem we have the simply supported beam loaded as shown. So meron tayong 2 kips dito. Then we have here the deflection. So the length of the beam is 20 feet. Then the load is 2 kips per feet. So write the equations for delta and theta. Okay, so yung reaction niya, we have AY equals 15 kips and CY equals 5 kips. So kinat natin dito. So we get the moment here. The moment natin is 15 times x minus 2x squared divided by 2. So ito siya. We have 15x minus x squared divided by 2. So if we integrate that, okay, so if we integrate that, that will become 15x squared divided by 2 minus x cubed over 3 plus C1. So simplifying that one, we have 7.5x squared minus x cubed over 3, that is divided by 3, plus C1. So integrate this again, that will become, this should be EIY. So EIY, and that is equal to EI delta. So integrate that, that is 7.5 times x cubed over 3 minus x to the 4th over 12 plus C1x plus C2. And that will become 2.5x cubed minus x to the 4th over 12 plus C1x plus C2. Okay, solve for the constant C1 or C2 at x equals 0, delta is equal to 0. So 0 ito, 0 rin dito, then this is also 0. So therefore, the value of C2 is 0. So write an equation for moment for the right half of the beam using the free body diagram at the right. So therefore, if we have to consider x, so x is between 10 and 20. So therefore, our moment is equal to 5 times 20 minus x. And that is equal to 100 minus 5x. Okay, so again, get the equation for EIY double prime, and that is equal to m, and we have 100 minus 5x. So if we integrate this one, and we have EI theta, that is 100x minus 5x squared divided by 2 plus C3. So 100x minus 2.5x squared plus C3. Then for EIY or EI delta, integrate uli natin ito. So we integrate this one. That is 100 times x squared over 2 minus 2.5 times x cubed over 3 plus C3x plus C4. Okay, so we have the boundary condition at x equal to 10. Then we have EI theta 1 is equal to EI theta 2. So ang EI theta 1 natin is, kaya ito yung EI theta 1 natin, 7.5x squared minus x cubed over 3 plus C1. So ito, 7.5x squared minus x cubed over 3 plus C1, and that is equal to EI theta 2. Then our EI theta 2 Ito naman yung EI theta 2 natin. 100x minus 2.5x squared plus C3. So ito siya. 100 times x 10 minus 2.5 times 10 squared plus 3. So we have the relation between C1 and C3. And that is equal to positive 333.33. Then at x equal to 10, pareho yung value natin ng EI delta 1 and EI delta 2. Okay, so ang EI delta 1 natin is this one. Ito, 2.5x cubed plus x to the 4th over 12 plus C1x plus C2. Okay, so ito siya. 2.5x cubed minus x to the 4th over 12 plus C1x plus C2. And our value of EI delta 2, ang EI delta 2 natin is, ito naman siya. So we have this one. So EI delta 2 is 100x squared over 2 minus 2.5x cubed over 3 plus C3x plus C4. Then substitute natin yung x is equal to 10. Then we will able to get the relation of value of C1 at saka C3 and C4. So therefore, by evaluating it, nakuha natin yung value ng C4. Then C4 is 833.33. Then C3, substitute natin yung mga equations natin. So C3, we have 708.33 negative. Then C1, so ang C1 natin, C1 minus C3 is 333.33. Then we have 708.33 negative 708.33 plus 333, and that is equal to negative 375. So therefore, the equations for delta and theta, that is from 0 to x, and x is less than 10. Okay, ito yung value ng EI theta natin. So we have 7.5x squared minus x cubed over 3 minus 375. Then our EI delta, ang EI delta naman natin is 2.5x cubed minus x to the 4th over 12 minus 375x. So that is the range of x is from 0 to 10. Then ang range ng x naman is from 10 to 20. So ito naman yung equation natin ng EI theta. So we have 100x minus 2.5x squared minus 708.33. Then for our EI delta, so we have 100x squared over 2 minus 2.5x cubed over 3 plus C3x plus C4. And we have EI delta is 100 times x squared over 2 minus 2.5 times x cubed over 3 minus 708.33 plus 833.33. Okay, so ito yung value natin. Okay, so our next example here is a simply supported beam with uniformly distributed load. So meron na tayong value ng load. The load here is 4 kips per feet, and the length of the beam is 12 feet. So the reaction will be the same. So the area of the load is 12 times 4, that is 48. Then hatiin natin yung 48, that makes it 24. So therefore, 24 yung reaction. So using W10 by 49. So our Ix is 272 inches to the 4th. Then E is equal to 29,000 KSI. So So write equations for delta and theta. So therefore, we have to compute the value of delta and theta at midspan. So at midspan tayo. So therefore, ikakat natin yung beam. So we have the 24 Kips reaction and we have here the 4 Kips. So ito yung moment natin. So therefore, the moment is 24x minus 4x squared divided by 2. Okay, so ito yung moment natin. So moment is 24x minus 2x squared. So 4x squared divided by 2, and that will become 2x squared. Okay, so the moment is equal to EI y double prime. So integrate natin, that is EI y prime, and that is equal to EI theta. And we have 24 times x squared over 2 minus 2 times x cubed over 3 plus C1. So the simplified now will be 12x squared minus 2/3 x cubed plus C1. So iyan yung EI theta natin. And our EI y, which will become EI delta, will be the integration of this. So the integral of this will become 12 times x cubed over 3 minus 2/3 times x to the 4th over 4 plus C1x plus C2. So we have 4x cubed minus x to the 4th over 6 plus C1x plus C2. So therefore, EI delta is x to the 4th over 6 plus 4x cubed plus C1x plus C2. Then for the boundary condition, at x equals 0, delta is equal to 0. So x equals 0, this will be 0, 0 rin ito, and that is also 0. So therefore, C2 is equal to 0. Then at x equals 12, delta is 0. Okay, so 0 yung delta, and that is 12 raised to 4 over 6. So this is 12 raised to 4. 12 raised to 4 over 6 plus 4 multiplied by 12 raised to 3 plus C1 times 12 plus 0. So therefore, C1 is negative 288. Okay, so if we write the equation for delta and theta, EI y prime is equal to EI theta, and that is 2x cubed plus 12x squared plus C1, and C1 is negative 288. So we have negative 2x cubed over 3 plus 12x squared minus 288. Then our EI delta, x to the 4th over 6 plus 4x cubed plus C1x plus C2, and that is negative x to the 4th over 6 plus 4x cubed plus C1. C1 is negative 288x plus 0. So therefore, delta is 1 over EI multiplied by negative x to the 4th over 6 plus 4x cubed minus 288x. So compute natin yung delta and theta at midspan. So at midspan, the value of x is equal to 6 feet. Then EI theta is equal to, from the equation of EI theta, we have 2x cubed over 3 plus 12x squared minus 288. So that is negative 2 times 6 cubed over 3 plus 12 times 6 squared minus 288. And it turns out that theta is equal to 0. So 0 yung theta niya doon because the slope of the curve there is at 0 degree. Naka 0 degree yung slope niya. So therefore, theta is equal to 0. So that is horizontal tangent at midspan, expected due to the symmetry of the loading. So that is because of symmetry of the loading. Then EI delta at x equals 12, 6, EI delta is negative x to the fourth over 6 plus 4x cubed minus 288x. So substitute natin yung x is equal to 6. So 6 to the fourth over 6 plus 4 times 6 cubed minus 288 times 6. And the deflection there is EI delta is equal to negative 1080. So negative 1080, it means that that is downward. Okay, so compute for the deflection, delta is equal to 1080 over EI. So we have 1080 multiplied by 12. So that is in inches. 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. Kaya mayroon tayong 12 inch in a feet, and that is raised to 3. Then divide that by our E is 29,000. The value of E is 29,000, and the value of I is 272. Okay, we have here E. E is 29,000, and I is 272. So the value of the deflection is 0.237 inch. Okay, from a simply supported beam with a uniformly distributed load, the maximum deflection will occur at midspan. And the equation of the deflection there is 5 WL to the fourth over 384 EI. So 5 WL to the fourth over 384 EI. So delta is equal to 5 times W. W is equal to 4 multiplied by 12 raised to 4. Then i-convert natin ito since that is in feet rather. Yung L natin naka-feet. I-convert natin ng inch. And that is 12 inch in a feet raised to 3. Then divide that 384 divided by EI. So 29,000 by 272. And we have 0.237 inch. Okay, so ito yung the use of the double integration method in determining the deflection. Okay, any question or clarification on the double integration method? Madiwen alpas taigwa Maxwell diagram na.
DJ lang ang panapansin ng DJ, sa DJ Windload. Iso tinakompute nilang ay tinakompute lang sa DJ Deadload. So, doble doble mo kasi ng tata. May penal pass.
Di kom computer nyo pelang di Windload na.
Ang kami napansin sir nga, dagay. Computer di Windload na sir. So, sir.
When ti kunana jacket ti Maxwell diagram yo di jay combined windload and deadload.
Yes sir. Ang kami napansin.
Into na nor ti kayat yo panang submit. Kita ko man eh. Meton Miyerkules.
Okay lang sir.
Okay, ito no balyak nga rin ti kuha na dyan, schedule na. Ito no Miyerkules 5 p.m.
Yes sir. Thank you sir.